Thank you.
Thank you. Cool. So I'm Amy. I manage the Queensland recruitment for Beacon Legal alongside my colleague Chelsea. Predominantly, we do focus on a private practice and we also look after Sydney and Melbourne insurance as well. So starting off with the Brisbane market, who's hiring and what trends are we seeing up here? So we've seen quite a significant growth up here with the top tiers and the large insurance firms across Brisbane recently. So Herbert Smith Freehills, for example, Kingwood Mallisons, Kennedy's, Clyde & Co, Wotton & Kearney, just to name a few. We've also seen the need for transactional lawyers, particularly those within the corporate finance, property, major projects and technology has increased into 2023 as well. So although the market has pivoted to a bit more of a strategic hiring in the second quarter of 2023 in Brisbane, top talent is obviously still in quite high demand. Particularly those at the more experienced level of roughly between 3 to 8 years PQE. On to the next slide, please, Chad. Cool. So Brisbane salaries. So Brisbane salaries have increased quite significantly. So with the less experienced senior associates seeing the most substantial increases of up to around the 20% mark. Also, historically, the insurance market was paid quite lower. However, we are seeing senior associates earn on average of up to around 15%, sorry, more than what they did in previous years, which is good. Brisbane, we're also hosting our 2032 Olympics Games, which obviously means there are many development projects going on around the area. Now, the projects are expected to provide a bit more of an economic and social benefit of around $8 billion, creating a greater need for skilled workers and also lawyers as well. Now, Brisbane's already had several ongoing projects, including those within the energy space. And with obviously the population of growth that we have seen in Queensland, especially most recently since COVID, there's been a lot more infrastructure and investment expected, which will then lead to an increased demand for legal services. This is then likely to mean that lawyers who do have an infrastructure or an energy or resources background will probably become even more valuable assets for firms to then invest in, which is good. On to the next slide, please, Chad. So as Brisbane's unique selling points, so a couple of interesting aspects to know about Brisbane. So it does offer a greater quality of life with plenty of opportunities up here, with some popular attractions which do include, we've got like the Howard Smith Wharves, which has got quite a few bars and restaurants on the river. We've got the South Bank Parklands, we've got the Koala Sanctuary, and the Story Bridge climb, Queensland Art Gallery, and also the Gallery of Modern Art. And in terms of the cost of living up here, it is genuinely lower compared to other states in Australia. So we have seen Brisbane become a popular destination for domestic moves as families seek a bit more of affordable property, saying that the Brisbane's medium house price is around the $7,000, which is obviously significantly lower than any of the other major states in Australia. One of the best parts about Brisbane, I think, is the fact that we're only about an hour away from the Sunshine Coast and about an hour away from the Gold Coast. And we do obviously boast some of the most incredible and stunning beaches in the world. We've got a fairly laid-back lifestyle up here, plenty of outdoor options such as hiking, mountain climbing, cycling, and water sports as well, just to name a few. I initially started my career here in Brisbane, but then later moved out to the Gold Coast. being originally from the UK, I wanted to enjoy that beach lifestyle that everyone dreams about, but still have the opportunity to work for a decent, top quality firm as well. So it's great because I get the ability to work remotely 2 to 3 days a week, do the commute to Brisbane. On the remaining days, spend my weekends at the beach, which has been a perfect balance. I also find Brisbane a great place for those who do actually value that genuine work-life balance. The partners up here are a bit more relaxed, I guess, and working late into the night is not very common at all. My favourite part about Queensland is that we do have a warm to hot climate as well throughout the year. So we have on average around 260 sunny days, which is good.